guys, Brian LaRock here. Just want to shoot a quick little video for you today. I actually want to share a little special place that I like to go to every once in a while. Actually, about once a month, I like to get to this special place. It's a place that motivates me, keeps me in check, and like I said, I just try to go there once a month and visit this place. You know, we got about a 5-minute drive. At the same time, I would like to speak to you guys about motivation while we're on the topic. You know, a lot of people in internet marketing or network marketing or whatever it may be, you know, this would apply to any business, I would say. You know, if you don't stay motivated, then you might as well just give up. You know, without motivation and with, I mean, everybody has their off days where, you know, you wake up and you don't feel like doing something, or you're feeling overwhelmed, or, you know, whatever the case may be, but you got to snap out of it and just get back on track, stay focused. And that's the key. And I find that, you know, all these people jump from program to program, from business to business, and they're never successful. You look them up a year, 2, 3 years down the line, they're still exactly where they were 1, 2, or 3 years ago. Why is that? You know, they just lack focus, they lack motivation. They get discouraged very easily. You don't see, you know, a sale within their first week. They start, you know, putting less time into their business, and then, you know, then of course you put less time, you'll even see less results. If, you know, putting time and effort, you weren't getting any results. Well, obviously after that first week, you're not going to see any results whatsoever. So then, you know, that just snowballs. You know, next thing you know, they're getting an email in their inbox, you know, telling them about the next greatest thing since sliced bread, and they're hooked on that. They think that that's going to do it. You know, but it doesn't come down to that. That's not what makes or breaks a person. It's obviously, you know, if you have a good product behind you, and you're dealing with a reputable company, and you know, all that stuff, then, you know, it all comes down to you. You know, you're the difference in all of this. If you know, if you don't have the motivation and the determination, and you don't stay focused and put a proper game plan together, then for sure you're going to fail. You're going to fail at no matter what you're promoting. If you're promoting the best product in the world at the cheapest price in the world, you're still going to fail. So that's what it all comes down to. It all comes down to you and just hanging in there. I mean, don't give up. You don't want to give up on this stuff. Most of the people I've seen give up I know this sounds like a cliche, but they give up just before, you know, just before they're ready to get it to the next level, just before they make that first sale or second sale or whatever the case may be, that would get them motivated enough to put a little bit more time and effort into it. They just give up just before, you know, just before something good is about to happen. It happens, you see it time and time again. People just give up, jump onto the next business, do the same thing again. It's just a cycle. And, you know, one day, you know, I would say that this is what happened to me. I just woke up one day and said, you know, I really need to make a difference, and today's the day. From here on in, I'm gonna, you know, just find somebody I want to work with, and you know, I'm gonna stick to it this time, or else just give up. It's as simple as that. If this is not for me, then it's not for me. So give it your all, and you know, go in it with the mentality that you absolutely have no other option than to succeed. Failure is not an option, like they say, and that's what it basically comes down to. You just hang in there. You find somebody that you can work with, somebody who's going to teach you the ins and outs, somebody who's been there, not somebody who's just talking hype, because everybody talks hype on the internet, but somebody who's actually successful at whatever it is you want to do. You know, there's no need to reinvent the wheel. Just grab onto them, leech onto them, tell them your plans, tell them, you know, your interests is to, you know, whatever the case may be, become a full-time internet marketer, work from home, quit your job, all that stuff, but that you need some help doing it. And I'm sure they'll be more than glad to stick with you and to help you, you know, if they feel that they're going to benefit from you being on their team. Absolutely, that's what I would do in a heartbeat, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. People that, you know, that are willing to, you know, to stick to it and just give it a try and not think negatively and not give up after, you know, a week or two. Because you know, in most cases, I'm going to be honest with you, you're not going to see sales the very first day or the very first week. You know, there's preparation that needs to be done. You know, you need to to implement things. You need to get a website up and running. You know, you need autoresponders. It's all not that complicated stuff, but it just needs to be up. It needs to be in there, and it needs to be done properly. There's no need to rush and just throw anything up. You know, yes, you have to be, you know, taking action is better than doing nothing, absolutely. But, you know, putting up good quality, you know, content is definitely key as well. Now, I know some people would beg to differ, and they would say, just get anything up and start with that. Well, you know, I believe that you got to get something decent up. It's your name behind that. You're trying to brand yourself at the same time. You definitely want to get a good website up with some good content and some good autoresponders. With that being said, you don't want to spend a month, you know, developing a landing page either. And again, that's where I would come in and help my team, you know, help them get a good landing page. It shouldn't take more than a couple of hours. Heck, I can even, you know, give one to most people that they can just pretty much duplicate and put their name and picture on it and use that. Autoresponders, same thing. I just give you all the autoresponders I would use, and so it shouldn't take a lot of time, but there is some preparation involved. You know, and again, just people just give up. You can't give up. You gotta keep going. I mean, yeah, sure, if you're doing it for a year and nothing happens, but chances are, if you're doing it for a year, you're doing something wrong. You know, so then at that point, I guess I would give up, and it's not for you. But you know, a month or two preparation, time investment is definitely worth it. You know, this is life-changing stuff, and I know that when you see it on the internet, it's all hyped up. It sounds, you know, it's basically that. It's all hype and smoke. But the reality is, if you do, you know, put some time and effort, you do find that right person and that right product to promote, there's no reason why you shouldn't succeed. I mean, we all made mistakes, and you know, we weren't all born with the ability to become successful online or in any other business for that matter. You know, some are naturals, yes, but you know, there's things you need to learn, and there's learning curves, and you know, as long as you get all that stuff, you know, put into your lap, and those tools handed over to you, there's absolutely no reason why, you know, if you put those into effect, that you wouldn't succeed online, or at least see some results, which would, you know, get you motivated and snowball effect into getting, you know, more sales and so on and so forth, to get you to that main goal, which for most people I would say is, you know, to work from home. So that's my rant and rave about motivation and about staying focused and not giving up. So we're about 2 minutes away from my special place, and I know most people are probably expecting, you know, a beautiful beach scenery or some huge mountain with a beautiful view, but it's not what this is about. I've actually changed this a bit. Changed this highway since I was last here. It's probably been about a month and a half since I've last been here. We're right near the airport, right near Dorval Airport, which is about 20 minutes from Montreal. And so they're doing some major construction in this area to try and improve traffic flow to and from the airport. All the taxis that kind of go in and stuff. You can see some major mountains and stuff. New highways are going to be put in. Alright, so basically right around the corner here. And just turn here. And basically what this is let me just show you the street. Wow, that old truck is still there. This is where I used to live. This is where I used to live about 2.5, 3 years ago. Things haven't changed very much. Right there, 558 on the bottom. This triplex, you know, where I spent most of my time trying to learn all this internet stuff, and can't see it, but there's a small window down there. It was my bedroom was in the basement. It's on the side of the building. I locked myself in there for hours and just tried to learn this stuff, and said, man, I got to get out of here. And if you can see, there's a see here, there's a truck there, but this truck is let me turn you around again here. The truck that's parked over there is actually one of the reasons why I did leave this place and helped motivate me to get out of this place. Was you can't really see it because it's raining out and stuff, and it's but the truck is the company that was here was bought out, and this roofing guy bought it, and this roofing guy decided to park his truck here. As you can see, this is not really a residential area, it's a bit of a commercial industrial area, and you know, he parked his tar truck here overnight, and in the winter left it running all night long so that the tar would stay warm. And I mean, that would, you know, blow smoke and tar odors all night long into this building over here. And I mean, I would get headaches, and my neighbor upstairs would get headaches, and they couldn't sleep. And you know, everybody tried talking to this guy, but he said, look, I got a business to run, and I bought this property, and you know, zoning says I'm allowed to have my truck here and stuff. And that's when I said, man, you know, I got to get out of this place. Enough is enough. I can't live here. I need to buy a home where I can live. And I mean, you know, this is where it all happened. This is where I decided today's the day. And it took me about 3 months, and I'd given the landlord my notice. I said, after 3 years of living here, I'm out. I'm moving. She said, where are you moving to? I said, I'm buying a place. She said, really, where? I said, I don't know, but I'm buying a home. And you know, at the time, I didn't know where I was going to get the money, and I didn't know if I would have the money because I was pretty broke. I had a lot of debt, and I lived in this crappy place, and I could barely pay the rent there. But I just knew that I would figure it out. And I said, this is my last hope, and I'm going to give it all I got. And you know, now I own a home. I don't drive the car I used to drive when I was living here. You know, it's not $1 million home, but it's definitely you know, a far ways from where I lived here. And you know, I remember in that parking spot was my old 1995 VW Volkswagen Golf, rusted as crap. It was a hell of a lot better on gas than this thing is, but yeah, I mean, when it started, it wouldn't start, and there's just some bad memories. But again, I just come here, and you know, it takes me down memory lane once again. This place I used to live. You know, neighbors were great, but you know, they would party every weekend, and you know, they would just walk over my head till 3 in the morning with their friends. The music wasn't loud, but they would just kind of walk all over my head, and it just drove me nuts. And again, I just said, I gotta get out of here. So again, I just come back here, you know, once a month, and I kind of, you know, remember what I do all this for, and you know, just kind of, again, it motivates me and keeps me going. And it, you know, I just find something. I just wanted to find something that kind of pumps me up every now and again, and really makes me, you know, also to keep me in check. Again, if you remember why you do it, you know, you tend to forget sometimes. You know, as you start to become more and more successful, you tend to forget how hard it used to be. And it was hard, and you know, but if you just make a decision and stick with that decision, things will fall into place. Find the right person, you know, just pick their brain, tell them what your intentions are, learn everything you can, implement what they teach you, put it into effect. Don't stop, you know, don't overwhelm yourself, but at the same time, make sure you're always doing something that will get you closer and closer to your goal. And I mean, if you can't make that happen, you know, I don't know what else to tell you. I guess at that point, give up. But you shouldn't give up. Most people should not have to give up. Most people should be able to get to their goals with the right tools and with the right people helping them out. So find yourself a mentor, find yourself a worthy program to work for, invest, commit, implement, get things done. Don't give up till you reach your goals. And you know, rate this video if you liked it. I know I rambled on for a while, and it took a while to get here, but that's my take, and that's what keeps me going. That's what keeps me motivated, and I hope you guys find something that keeps you guys motivated and pumped. And if you need me to, give me a call, send me an email. I'll definitely, you know, pump you up. I can do all that. I'll give you all that spiel and get you all excited again. In the meantime, rate this video if you liked it. Place your comments. Hopefully there'll be positive comments that other people can thrive off of. You know, don't leave negative comments. It's just not on anyone's videos. It's just not necessary in this world. we have enough negativity in this world to leave negative comments on people's YouTube videos. You know, subscribe to the channel, and that's it. We'll see you on the next video. Thanks for listening.